Regardless of whether the real estate market is up or down, flipping homes is risky business. Today on Ready, Set, Renovate, we meet a property pro who tries his luck on a 1940s flip. In this sought-after community full of mature trees and quaint homes, house flipper Zach Mitchell thinks he's found his next moneymaker. So this is your latest flip project, huh?
It is, yeah. Pretty excited about this one.
It doesn't look too bad from the outside.
No, it changed a little once you get inside, but yeah, this one's not bad. The yard's good, you know. We'll just keep it green and keep it cut and looking nice, and then paint. These windows are going to be replaced, but the rest are going to be staying. So this place will look 100% different once it's painted. So
how about the roof? That's always a big one.
Roof's good on this one.
Nice.
I think it's only about 5 years old or so. So it's in a really good location. We're close to a lot of restaurants and bars, and it's in a good school district as well. So we are into the house for about $160,000. Our rehab budget is right around $20,000 to $25,000, and we expect to sell at about $240,000, which would put our profit right around $30,000.
All right, well, I'm always a little nervous when I say this, but let's go see the inside.
Yeah, here we go.
So this is the main living room, and this is, for this age of a house, it's a pretty nice size.
It is. That's what we really liked when we walked in, you know, especially for the total size of the house. You know, I think we're right around 1,000 feet, but it feels a lot larger because you have such a big, you know, main space.
And standing here, I feel a slight lean to the left.
That happens after 60 years or so, nothing too concerning, but we'll get under there and take a look and see if there's anything wrong with the joists. Mm-hmm. If so, you know, we'll take care of it. Otherwise, it comes with the house.
Yeah, that seems like it would be a major expenditure, though.
It can be, yeah. We've had to do it in a couple houses before, so we don't want to have to do that, put it that way.
So what's happening in here?
We're refinishing these floors. It's the original hardwood, so you know, we love to keep those. I think we're going to be redoing the ceiling and cleaning up. I mean, but we got all the original trim work and all that stuff stays. So not a whole lot in here, to be honest. It's just going to be cleaned up, painted, and floors.
The original oak floors extend down the hallway and into the 2 bedrooms. So Zach, this one would be considered the guest bedroom?
This would be the guest, yeah. I think that one's just a little bit larger.
Okay, well, I don't know about everything else in here, but I like this, and I think you should leave it.
Yeah, that came with the house as well, so I think it works, though.
My mother was right about everything. Everything. Is that true, Zach, your mom?
I'd say 98%.
98%,
yeah.
All right. With just one tiny bathroom, Zach plans to reglaze the tub and tile and switch out the flooring, toilet, and vanity. Meanwhile, the kitchen will get a total overhaul. So this is not the original kitchen?
No, this has been redone at some point. It looks like, I don't know, early 90s, late 80s maybe?
Right, these cabinets are from that time period, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So what else is gonna happen in here?
So this is all coming out. So this will be fully gutted, floors, cabinets, everything. I think we're gonna rearrange a little bit. Sink will stay here, gonna add a dishwasher. Fridge is coming to this side, so either there or there.
But the basic layout with where the cabinetry is and the pass-through, this is all gonna stay the same?
Yeah, exactly. Won't be knocking out any walls or anything.
You're gonna have to spend some money in here.
Yes, this would be where a big chunk of it goes.
About how much in here, do you think?
I'm probably around like the 6 to 7 range, you know, with the countertops, cabinets, floors, appliances, all that stuff.
Okay, well, they left a few things behind for you in this house, and I see this
look at
penny
that.
in the sink. It's one of those smash pennies that you roll and get it flattened out. There you go. So if you don't end up making anything else on this house, you always have that free penny.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Zach. With an ambitious timeline of 6 weeks, the team digs into the demo, starting with the kitchen. The upper cabinets come down easily enough. But when the team tries to pull the old countertop off the lowers, they have their work cut out for them.
This is a beast.
With the cabinets and countertop finally out of the way, the team can start removing the old tile, which is no picnic either. Once the subfloor is exposed, major water damage shows up in the rotted out wood planks. It was already in the plans to check under the house for foundation issues. Now the team needs to make sure the damage hasn't gone all the way down to the floor joist, compromising the supports for the entire house.
So that's where the water damage is, right there. No, these are all good.
Back inside, the team takes down the blinds and starts repairing the cracks in the plaster. The next big job is removing the wood paneling in the entryway. Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate. I would imagine that this is probably one of the most terrifying things that you can see in a flip house.
Yeah, I mean, the word is terrifying to a lot of people.
Are your electric bills too high? Do your old windows make your house feel unsafe? Impact Windows and Doors can help secure your home and save you money. Call the trusted experts at Florida Home Improvement Associates and schedule your free in-home estimate. Take advantage of 0 down, 100% financing, and payments as low as $189 per month. Learn why over 40,000 families have trusted their homes to Florida Home Improvement Associates. Call to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
We're here with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates again today, and you guys have a big install here.
Yeah, we do. We just started the window installation today, so it's going pretty well so far.
This is a very cute neighborhood, well established, built in the late 60s, but it has grown into itself, and there are a lot of busy streets all around here. That's one of the things that your homeowner is going to benefit from with these new windows.
Yeah, it was one of the first things she mentioned when we had our initial visit with her, is that she wanted to do something to reduce the sound and make her home a little bit more quiet for her when she's home, as well as making it more energy efficient at the same time.
So these are not hurricane glass, but they are security and safety glass.
Yes, she did want to provide security from intrusion. She wanted to feel a lot safer when she was in the home, and we went with a really energy efficient glass package as well. So she's going to get the comfortability she was looking for, and it's also going to make her feel a lot safer when she's home.
Absolutely. And she's replacing several of the windows on the front and the side of the house. How long will this job take?
This is just going to be one day. We're going to be in and out of here today. She's going to be really happy. The installation team is doing a great job so far, so it's going really well.
They arrived here just shortly after the crack of dawn to get started so they can contain the mess and they can get through this in, just a few hours. So inside is where the work really starts. Your guys have put up protection so nothing inside the home gets damaged.
Yeah, the homeowner's here and she could be here during the whole installation because we really contain the debris. We work in a small confined area so that she can be there, and we really make sure that the mess is kept to a minimum.
Okay, and it's going to look awesome as well. There's nothing like new windows and doors to really freshen up your home.
Yeah, it's really going to transform the front of the home. It's going to make a big difference.
Okay, thanks so much, Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. If you'd like more information, you can call the number on the screen or visit FHAproducts.com.
All law firms are not the same, and that's a fact. When our clients are denied payments for Social Security, Morgan & Morgan wins more than the national average, and we can say that because it's true. That means when you hire our lawyers, you have a better chance of winning than the average lawyer, and that's a really big deal. When you're injured and need a lawyer, the law firm you choose makes a big difference. Choose wisely. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
I have always wanted to do this. This is gonna be awesome! Let's do this!
Babe, what are you doing?
Gonna demo the bathroom. Who are you?
The Bathfitter installer, remember? Bathfitter custom made our new bath to fit perfectly over the old one, so there's no demo or mess.
Impressive. Wait, so no demo? Sorry, man.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath with no messy demolition in as little as 1 day. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Does your business have a video strategy? Websites and social media posts with video grab the attention of potential customers and can help your business cut through the clutter. Find out how we can create an affordable video for you at 21mediajax.com.
With the demo phase complete on this 1940s flip house, the team has discovered some issues that could have a major impact on their profit.
So Zach, you have some good news today and you have some bad news.
Yeah, I'd say it weighs heavily on the bad news.
As we discovered, the first couple times that we were in here, the floor is not exactly level, and so you were worried there might be some issues with the foundation.
Right, yeah, I kind of thought it was just normal in there and saw that everything was solid, like no damage or anything like that.
So that's not an issue, but this is. And as soon as you guys ripped off the wood paneling that was over this, you thought you might have a problem. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, it just looked, the time period, and then, from the looks of it, I thought it might have contained asbestos.
I would imagine that this is probably one of the most terrifying things that you can see in a flip house.
Yeah, I mean, the word is terrifying to a lot of people. Back then they put it in as like a fire deterrent and like insulation, and like it works really well for those things, but then if you start getting it airborne, it's obviously not good for us to inhale. So it's fine when it stays, just like that and encapsulated and doesn't get disturbed. It doesn't ever get airborne, but the moment you start, tearing the stuff apart and breaking it, then it starts getting into the air and can become an issue.
And it's interesting because this looks like siding. It looks like it used to be the outside of the house, right?
Yeah, it seems that way. So this must have been enclosed at one point, and they just put some wood paneling on that and moved on. We're going to get a guy out to take a look at it. They do asbestos abatement, and they'll close off this room and that room and then tear it down, and they'll have the masks and everything, and put it in the bags and dispose of it properly, and then, we'll move on.
While Zach figures out what kind of financial hit he'll take on the asbestos,
If you have any questions, concerns,
money. Go easy on me.
work continues on the rest of the house. The rotted out subfloor in the kitchen has been replaced and is ready for new cement board. After coating the floor in thin set, the team staggers the pre-cut pieces, screws them in, and now can move forward with installing the wood-look porcelain tile. Just down the hall, the old air handler is removed from the closet. Zach knows a new air conditioning system is a big selling point.
This AC unit, I don't think is going to make it, is it?
Looking a little dated. So I'm sure it's running fine, but buyers don't really like 20, 25-year-old AC units, so
Right.
we'll be replacing that.
In Florida, that's a no-go.
That's a no-go for most buyers, yeah.
Once the existing unit is out, the team brings in a concrete pad. With the new unit in place, the lines are brazed and bonded to the condenser to ensure the future owners don't have to deal with any leaks. Back inside, it's time to start the massive and messy work on the oak floors.
Original floors, they look, dated and beat up right now, but they're going to look brand new when we're done sanding them down and refinishing them. We've done houses before where we didn't know it was there, and then you tear up the carpet, and it's like finding a little bit of gold in the ground, It's like
You're
that's
hoping
great.
anyway, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So those are that's always a nice surprise, and people really, really like them.
After all the baseboards are removed, the floors are sanded down to fresh wood. Next, the team applies a dark stain. The edges are done with smaller brushes to make sure the color extends all the way to the drywall. Once the stain is set, the floor gets 3 coats of polyurethane. Each coat will dry for 24 hours. Then the entire area is lightly sanded again. The whole process takes 5 days, but with the nearly 70-year-old floors looking brand new, it's worth every minute.
We took the wood paneling off, and we saw this underneath, and now we're just trying to figure out what it's going to take to get it out of here.
In the meantime, Zach gets some good news about the asbestos.
thought we were going to have to remove it all and have a big expense. And then I started thinking into it, like if we're removing it, then we're just releasing the fibers, which are, you know, the concern. But if they stay contained within the siding that's in there, then there's no issue at all. So I made a phone call to the local Department of Environmental Protection and spoke to the asbestos person there, and they were in agreement with me, and they said, absolutely, you're better off covering it up with drywall and concealing it, and you're good to go.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate.
It's really important that you work fast as a flipper because the market can change quickly, and you do work fast, but you didn't work as fast as you would have liked.
No, I don't think we ever do.
When faced with Hurricane Michael, one product stood strong.
Our windows helped that house survive by withstanding an impact. The testing protocol calls for the product to be impacted by some form of windborne debris, flying debris. Then it has to get cycled with negative and positive pressure, 4,500 times one way, 4,500 times the other way, and then the window still has to operate after that. Our windows were hit by windborne debris. The glass cracked, but the windows still operated. They did what they were supposed to do and protected the home.
To learn more about custom window systems, visit cws.cc.
Here's the scary truth. It's easy to say beat Trump. It's going to be harder to do. We need someone who has the clout, toughness, and record of getting things done. Mike Bloomberg, who brought a city back after 9/11 and has taken on bully after bully to do what's right. Because the first thing that needs to get done is winning, and that means beating the biggest bully of all. The gloves are off, but the fight is on.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Ooh, what are you watching?
The Jacksonville Image Awards.
I heard the host killed it.
Get your tickets now for the Jacksonville Image Awards Gala event presented by the Cochran Firm. It's a celebration of African American leaders who make an impact in our community, honoring trailblazers, those who inspire, and people making a difference in Jacksonville. Be a part of the celebration February 29th at the Ritz Theater. Go to newsforjax.com for ticket information.
Get your tickets now. A city of bridges. That's a Duval thing.
Some of the best barbecue in neighborhood backyards.
That's a Duval thing. Having a morning news team to cover tons of local stories without wasting your time. Now that's a Duval thing too. So is Richard Nunn, tracking dangerous storms street by street. And the entire morning show team working to keep your family safe with overnight breaking news alerts. News 4 Jax. Really Duval.
Duval!
The Morning Show on Channel 4.
Over budget and behind schedule, house flipper Zach Mitchell is working his way through the final items on his punch list.
All the major components are good. AC is brand new, plumbing was replaced, the electrical was copper, so that's not a concern. Roof was only 6 or 7 years. We had a couple issues with some of the door heights. You know, you buy standard doors, they are typically 80 inches, I think it is, and then you come and put it in an old house and the opening is not that height. So then you got to customize them and cut them down to size, but I think we're good to go now.
With the interior complete, he's excited to see the outside of the house coming together.
We freshened it up with a modern color. You know, it's kind of like a greenish blue, and then had my dad actually come in and do some landscaping for us and throw in, you know, a few nice colorful plants and just kind of clean it up and freshen it up, and then the white trim really makes everything pop.
Big backyard too.
Yeah, the backyard's great. It was really overgrown in one of the like areas, and so it didn't feel as big, but now that that's all opened up, it feels much larger.
Careful not to damage the new paint, the team replaces the old single-pane windows with new ones. That will bring lots of added value for buyers.
We're here today. We're installing some double pane windows. They're insulated glass, energy efficient. They also have a tint to it. It's good for the sun. When the sun hits on this side of the house, the sun won't blare into the house. Putting in the windows is a great thing. You save some money on your power bill.
With just a few more days needed to finish up, Zach is eager to get the property listed.
It's really important that you work fast as a flipper because the market can change quickly, and you do work fast, but you didn't work as fast as you would have liked.
No, I don't think we ever do. You know, you've always got that timeline in your head, and you know, you think, how could it possibly take that much longer, but I think we had 4 to 6 weeks or something in our minds, and I think we're right about 10. So about double what we expected.
Right. How does that impact, you getting it on the market and the pricing?
Well, what it impacts the most is kind of all the costs, because you have taxes, you have insurance, you have utilities, you just have these daily costs that just continually tick away, and so it kind of eats away your profit margin a bit. At this point, we can get the photographer in here and get some pictures taken, but there's a few details that we need to, some cover plates and some grout lines that need to be kind of touched up, but nothing major.
So you're going to list it as soon as possible?
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully in about 2 days.
With higher than expected sale prices in the neighborhood, Zach is feeling confident about his potential profit.
Yeah, this price point is the best that you can be in as for a remodeled house. It's it's usually first-time home buyer or maybe second time, but they just appreciate the work and the remodel and the finishes. We tend to get multiple offers.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate.
Okay, so you've got $200,000 in it. The big question is, what are you going to list it for?
I think we're gonna go for it.
Hi guys, I'm Julia, your local Goodwill stylist, and I'm finding awesome bargains on great styles today. Let's go.
Now is the best time to shop at Goodwill. Come in today and save with our weekly tag sale and pick up your frequent buyer card. Only at your local Goodwill.
Ooh, what are you watching?
The Jacksonville Image Awards.
I heard the host killed it.
Get your tickets now for the Jacksonville Image Awards Gala event presented by the Cochran Firm. Go to newsforjax.com for ticket information.
Whose show is this anyway?
Y'all feeling all the feels? Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, it like takes care of your soul.
And your butt if you're wanting to grow?
Weekdays at 3 on Channel 4, the local station.
After 12 weeks, house flipper Zach Mitchell is hoping to make a clean sweep on his fully renovated flip.
I was not sure about this one, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it happens all the time. You walk in a house and you're like, how, with this, really? And then it always turns around.
I really am impressed, and particularly with the kitchen, because that was a disaster.
Yeah, that came out really well. The opening in there, I think, was expanded a little bit, and we moved the fridge to another side, so added a dishwasher, all sorts of stuff.
The bathroom is really small. Are you concerned at all about that?
We're gonna leave that up to the opinion of the buyers. While the bathroom is small, it's fully redone, new vanity, floors, refinished the shower and the tile and all that stuff. So you gotta find the buyer that doesn't mind it and it's just the right fit.
All right, so let's talk about the budget.
In my head, it was 25. It turned out to be closer to 35,000.
The big question is, what are you gonna try to sell it for?
So we're gonna ask for 249,000.
Wow, and what kind of profit would that be for you?
I think it's gonna be right around 30 to 35,000.
And that's a good day in the flipping world.
That's a good day in the flipping world.
Okay, all right, well, good luck with it.
Appreciate it.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? I'm Zach.
I'm Jeanette.
Nice to meet
Glad
you.
to meet you too.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So, just finished a full remodel here and did pretty much everything cosmetic that you see, flooring, got some original wood floors in there, bathroom redone, kitchen redone.
Very nice.
Can we show you the rest of the house?
Yes, please.
All right, perfect. So we've got the main living area here with the original wood floors and again, all new texture and paint and light fixtures. So
nice size.
So this is the kitchen here, and again, full renovation. Did new cabinets. We actually moved the fridge over there. It used to be along that wall. Added a dishwasher, and got the quartz countertops, new cabinets, new floors.
Nice space, because you even have space over here where your sink is for cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
It's nice.
And so here we have the master bedroom. So it's not huge, but again, in this time period, it's tough to get really large bedrooms, but I think it's a good size, could probably fit a queen, a couple end tables. So there's only one bathroom in this house, but that's why I wanted to make it as nice as we could. Refinished all of the tile here on the walls and in the shower, and then refinished the bathtub. New vanity, new toilet, new floors. So it's pretty much all new cosmetically. It's actually got a really good sized backyard as well. If you take a look, you know, and you can see it from both bedrooms, which is great, and nice palm trees and really deep lot.
Is that fenced all the way around?
It is fenced all the way in, yep.
Very good.
So dogs, it would be great, or you know.
Our grandbaby.
I was going to say kids as well, keep them off the street.
Right, exactly.
So, absolutely.
Exactly. How much is the house?
It's $249,000, which is right in line with the comparables in the area for the size and the bedroom, bathroom count and everything. So we think it's priced pretty well. Is that in your
That
budget
is in
there?
my budget, yes. Yes, it's in my budget.
Okay, perfect.
And it's something that I would like to talk to you later on about, and we can...
Awesome. Maybe we can make something happen.
Maybe we can make something happen.
All right.
That's a good thing.
Well, it's great to meet you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'll show you out.
Thank you.
Well, we've been on the market a couple of weeks now, and we've had a lot of activity, about 20 showings or so. Mostly positive feedback, but a good amount of negative feedback on the bathroom. I think it was called a micro vanity at one point, but it is small, so that was to be expected. So we got a full price offer at $249,000, and we provided a few concessions, so we're going to end up right around $246,000, which should put our profit right at about $30,000.
If you would like more information about our show, please visit us at ReadySetRenovate.com.
Hey guys, we're here with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates on a big window install. This homeowner is pretty excited that she's getting all new windows.
Yeah, it's going to make a big difference. There was a lot of things she wanted to change about her window, so she's going to be really happy with the decision she made.
If she'd seen this, she definitely wanted to change this. This is a piece of wood that's been in here for quite a while. This house was built in the late 60s. You can see the water damage up here. The caulk is all broken up, and this is where you start to have problems.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that she was concerned about. The windows weren't sealed properly, and we don't know for how long they weren't sealed properly, but she was starting to see signs on the interior of the home that she really needed to change out. And when we removed the window, you can really see that there was significant water damage and weathering towards the wood that was in there.
Right, so that one's going in the trash, and she has all new pressure treated wood on the interior framing of the window.
Yeah, we put that in. We just finished that part of the installation. That way we can, what we're installing the windows to, we're going to adhere to something that's really strong and make sure that it's also waterproofed and that she doesn't have those same problems once we're done.
Right, well, and the first thing you guys did, you can see through the window here that they put up plastic, and it's all over the house because it's sort of like the Hippocratic Oath for doctors, right? At first, do no harm. So you can't mess anything up in the house, and your guys are extremely careful about that.
And it's probably the one thing that we hear the most from the homeowners when we are doing the installations. Their expectations were, because it is construction, we're removing windows and we're doing a lot of work, that they think it's going to be a lot of dust and debris, and they're really happy with how well the area gets contained and they're able to stay in the home and really not have the dirt and the mess associated with a lot of these construction projects.
All right, well, at the end of today, she's going to have brand new double pane windows that will bring her added security and safety, and it's going to make this cute little house look even better.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to really be happy with how everything turned out, for sure.
All right, thanks so much, Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. If you'd like more information, you can visit FHAProducts.com.